everyone, this is Lori from the Crafting Auntie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to do a design team project for Polka Art Studio. So welcome all my new subscribers, welcome all of those of you that have been with me for a while, and my apologies for not being out here on Monday, but had some life things going on and had to take care of some things, so I wasn't able to get a video done. But I'm back here today with a beautiful kit called Traveler's Diary from Polka Art Studio. And I'll just kind of show you some of the pages that I'm using. I've already created my signatures. I tried to take some time to do a lot of work on this ahead of time, but I'll explain things to you as we go along. So I'm just going to kind of go through this and show you the papers. And I've added some coffee dye and tea dye paper. I've also done a little bit of stenciling throughout this. So, done some stenciling here. These papers, gorgeous. This is like an advertisement looking paper bag I thought would go great in here. Here's another one. More stenciling here. They're just so pretty. Different various ways of traveling, mostly I think by train. I'm going to add an envelope in here. And then we'll look at the other side of the digitals I have in here. The colors are just so beautiful and vibrant. Isn't that pretty? Train tickets. All kinds of luggage. Colors are just, vibrant. I think you would enjoy this kit. So I'll be linking this kit below. I'm also using some tags, tickets, and labels from another kit, and I used that recently on a scrappy journal project that I did for them as well. So let's look at the second signature, and then we're going to get started on this. So what I'm making is a journal. And I have done a journal cover before out of a hanging file folder. In the US, they're the brand Pendaflex. So if you're familiar with them, most of them are green. They're kind of the common color, but they also have colored ones too. I'll show you what they look like in just a moment. And I think I'm going to do this elastic bound because I'll probably end up adding more embellishments and things to this. I'm going to try and do as much as I can on camera, but I don't want this video to go too long. Look at this train. I just absolutely love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so those are the pages. So I have my two signatures ready to go, and I have inked them up. I also decal edged all of the digitals to give them a little bit more character. So I'm going to set these aside. Now the hanging file folder is a Pendaflex. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. I have some old ones here. So this is what it looks like. Hangs into your file drawer where you can hang things on. This one's been around a while. But this is what I started out with. So I took this and I created this, which is my journal cover. Now I have another video where I have made the same thing, and I'm going to link that video below so you can follow the instructions. The only difference that I did on this one versus the one I'm linking is I did not add any gussets to these pockets, and I have just done an additional 1-inch spine here as my closure this time. So when you watch the other video to see how to put this together and make this, it is basically done like this. So it would be closed up like this. So I wanted to do something different. So I'm doing a closure like this time. Now the Pendaflex or the hanging file folder isn't as thick as I like, so I did add some craft cardstock. I have a 1-inch spine here and then a 1-inch spine here. And then my pockets will come up like this. We'll glue these down later after we cover the inside here. And then I also, earlier this year, I think it was, I made these ID cards. And I thought this one kind of went with everything that was going on in this kit. So I'm going to add this in here, and I'm not sure if it's going to go here or here, probably here, but I'm going to add this ID card in here. So that's the only thing that is separate from this kit that won't be from this kit, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what I also want to do is I want to use a piece of leather as my closure with a belt buckle. So I'm going to be adding some leather pieces on here. I have already covered the spine here, and I have a little bit of gap here and here because of the paper not being as long as my folder. So I've stitched some leather pieces that I want to add my eyelets to, which will be for my elastic binding. So these will go on the ends here with eyelets, and this will end up being where my signatures go. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same thing just to have it look the same, but I won't be putting any elastic on this side, so if that makes sense. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and I think I do want to add my eyelets to put my leather strap on first, because I can't cover the inside and I want it to go over the front. Now what I have done is I have all kinds of pieces that I have prepared. I have layered this up. I took a piece of craft cardstock. I cut out an oval in the center, and then I have stitched around it and stitched around here. Then I took the same piece and I cut it again, and I stitched all the way around here, and this is going to end up being the front cover, and then this will come over like this, and I have other things planned for this side. So before I do that, I think I want to go ahead and put my eyelets in and do my buckle. So I'm going to use my large crocodile for this. So I have that here. And let's see, a large setting, punch. And then my plan for the front on this side is we're going to cover it, and I want these two leather pieces. Well, they look like leather, and then I cut them out and stitched them onto leather. So I want to put these here with that buckle in between. So if I just kind of line these up, and I'm not going to make a big ordeal about measuring or anything, I'm just going to line these up and kind of get an idea where my eyelet's going to go. And then use my pencil. I think I may have put it away. There it is. It was hiding. So I think right about here, and if I were to use my ruler, just to kind of get an idea where it's going to be. So we are at 8 3/4. I want to give you the measurements too, so I'll do that. So 8 3/4 high. So I'm just going to go right here in the middle, right there, which is about 4.5. Set these aside. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. So now that I know that that's 4.5, we're just going to line this up and just make a little mark here. So the piece of leather I'll end up cutting after I get the first piece on. So let's just open this up. Our crocodile ready to go. And I want to punch my hole. And I'm going to use eyelets for these. Okay. So right there. And let me do the other side. Let's do that this way. Make sure nothing's in the way here, so I don't punch a hole through it. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is punch a hole on each end of my piece of leather. So my leather piece is about 9.5 inches long. I don't think I need any more than that to do what I want to do. Hopefully it won't be too bulky when I get done with everything inside. Okay, so we've got that one, and let's do this side. Okay, set that aside for a minute. All right, so let's take our cover and let's see. I'm going to put this on this way. Gotta get my bearings. Okay, I have these eyelets. They're a darker color. So I'll get 2 of those out. And also switch my crocodile, and I need the larger setting. Set that, and I think that's good. Okay, get all set up here. Whoops, grab my eyelet, put it through my leather, and then put it through my hole here. And the other reason why I want to do this now is also because I'm going to be covering the inside. Okay, so there's one. So now, get this turned around right. This would come across this way. And then I want this on this side. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this right about here. And then we'll set this piece on this side. So that'll end up being our buckle. Okay. All right, so this will come here and this will come over and get buckled. So we'll add the buckle later. So I just wanted to kind of get this on so we get a feel for how much we need. And so I think we're going to have some expansion room, so we could put the buckle toward the end. So I think we're good. All right. Next thing I want to do is to go ahead and start gluing on my papers. So let's start with the front. So this is going to go on here, and then this will go over the top. And I kind of want to get this as centered as I can. So about like that. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac today. And we're going to glue this piece down first. And I like using the Fabri-Tac because of all the stitching. So I have done a lot of stitching on this. And we'll get this centered on here. Right about there. Okay. I love this picture where she sitting there thinking, maybe she's daydreaming about her trip that she's on. And then this is going to go over the top. So we'll add the glue all the way around on the stitching. And that'll secure that down really good. Okay. I'm just trying to center it. Trying to make it kind of even here on this center part. There we have our front. I think that looks good. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do the back while we're here. And for that, I have this piece. I love all the writing on here. And I've stitched around it as well, and we're just going to glue it down like that. And I might add some pieces of lace on some of this edges. I'm not really sure yet, but see how as we go along. So get this one centered right about there. So we have just a little bit of a gap at the top and the bottom, and that's where I'm thinking I might add some lace. So we've got that. So now we have our front and our back. And then on this side, let me just move this out of the way. Let's add our piece. So this is going to go on here like that. Glue that down. I have rounded the corners, so you can see on these flaps and on the pockets, I have rounded the corners. I think that just really makes it look nice. And then on these, I'm just going to glue one here, and I'm going to glue one here, and then this is our strap that's going to come in between. So I'm just going to kind of even them up, and I'm going to glue these down. So this is real leather. I got some from Hobby Lobby a while back, and I love using the leather. I think it really adds to your project. So I just glued it on, and then I stitched around it, just all the way around here. That's all I did with those. I just think it really adds something to our front cover flap. If you've never used a hanging file folder or Pendaflex brand in the US, they really make nice covers. So usually what I do, and you'll see in the video that I'm attaching, is you don't usually cut off anything except in the corners here and here. So it's just a folding up, scoring, and then there's already score marks for these. There's already score marks for here. So it really makes it kind of fun and easy to do your project. Okay, so what I'm going to continue to do is we're going to cover everything on the inside, and I'm going to continue to do that, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I've done so far, and then we'll start working on getting our signature in and the rest of our decorating and see what all we can get done. Okay, let me show you what I've done. So I've covered the inside flap. I've covered both of the back panels here. I'm not going to do anything here because our signature's going there. And then I also covered the spine here where we have the one eyelet here, like this, is hidden now under here. And then we have this. And then on this flap, so we've got that, and I've done the pockets. So what I want to do with you is, first of all, I'm going to glue down just a small bead on each side of the pocket. And we'll get those glued down. And then on this, I took one of the pages and I just ripped it. I stitched around it, and then I did distress ink on it, and I'm going to put that here as a pocket this way. So I'm just going to glue where the stitching is. That'll make a nice pocket. And I'm just kind of centering it, and I'll probably add some lace or something to this at the top and the bottom possibly. So let me get my towel here, my trusty towel. Okay, so we've got that. And then on this side, I want to add this ID card. So I think I'm just going to glue it straight down. She kind of has some of the same, it's not the same, but kind of goes along with this. So I thought that was perfect to go in here. So this is her little ID card for her travel. So I'm just going to glue this all the way down. Could make a pocket out of it, but I think we're going to have lots of pockets and other things throughout the whole project. So I'm just going to center this to make sure that this still moves freely. And I'm just going to add a few clamps to this to hold it in place so it can dry good. Let's press it down here really good. Okay, so we've got that. So now we've got our inside, outside, all the way around done. So our journal cover is ready for the next step. So what I want to do here is add these leather pieces that I've stitched. And I want to put, this is going to be for 2 signatures. So this is where our signatures are going to go. So I want to add 2 eyelets. So I'm going to glue these down first. And I'm putting these on both of the spines. I think it just adds something to that. Kind of going for a vintage looking travel journal. The kit is just very vintagey looking, from an older time, maybe like the 1800s. So yeah, I think this just adds to it, right? The leather. So we've got leather here, here, on the spines and our buckle. So I'm going to let these dry for a little bit. Make sure that they stay on good before we add our eyelets. So I'm going to add a couple of eyelets here just for decoration, but then I'm adding the 2 here, top and bottom, and those are going to be for the signatures. So let's see, turn this back over, and let's work on a couple other things while that's drying. Okay, so I have my pockets here, but I also love these. These come in the kit, part of the Ephemera. And so I want to add these on top, which will give us a double pocket. So let's just get these all folded. And, oops, I'm going to do a little trimming so this doesn't show through. So just take a little bit off here and a little bit off here. I'm going to do the other one. I just love the look of these. Andrea does wonderful, beautiful digitals, along with her projects that she puts on her YouTube channel as well. She has a lot of fun projects. Okay, so let's give them a little ink. And I'm going to glue each one like this. So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue now. So just put glue on the flaps. Oops. Whoops. Got the dropsies there. And then let's just center it kind of toward the bottom, like that. So that'll give us a pocket here. And we have a pocket here. Do that on both. Okay, got that. So we can add tags to them. So now we also have our pocket here and here. Okay. Okay, I think we are to the point of putting in our signature. I think this is probably set now. We could take this off. And this will end up coming over like this. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our eyelets. We use the same eyelets, these darker ones. So we need 4 for the spine where the signature goes, and then 2 for just decoration on the other spine. And for this, I'll just use my regular crocodile. Large setting. This keeps kind of sliding off. There we go. And I'm just going to eyeball it toward the top, just inside the stitching. So right about there. And the same thing here. Okay, just snip that off. I have left some stitching threads hanging. I like the look of that. So I've got some of that going on all of the journal. I did not sew on the Pendaflex folder. You can. I just, after I put the craft paper cardstock, I just thought it might be too thick for my machine, even though mine's a heavy duty. But I just decided to go ahead and stitch on the papers before I put them down onto the cover. Okay, so these I'm just going to center right, just kind of right in the middle, just to give it a decoration. So got that one. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So we have our decoration here, and we have our places for our signature here. I think I'm going to use some black elastic. So I have that. And let's see. Just leave it on here and weave it through. So let's see. I'm going to go this way and up. Oops. Across and down. Back up. And then we'll cut this. And then I'm just going to tie a knot. So it's snug. But not too snug. I think that's pretty good. And then tie a knot. And I'm just going to leave these for right now. Okay, so let's take our 2 signatures now. And I've put these gorgeous papers in the front. So let's just insert these in here. And you want to make sure that your papers aren't too tall so that the elastic kind of bends them down. So I tried to make these just a little bit shorter. It worked out perfect actually the way it happened. And so that way you've got some wiggle room on your elastic. So now this will go in here like that. And then this comes over like this, and then we'll have our little buckle. Okay. So I have a lot of decorations here. And so I thought, well, we'll just go ahead and play a little bit on adding some decorations to some of the pages. And we'll just see how far we can get. I have lots of things that can be pockets. I have some envelopes. I'm not really sure what all I'm going to do, but I thought I want something back here, and actually we can make it into a pocket, and I think this would be perfect. So I think if I add this here, and let's see, what else do I have? I also have these. So this ephemera kit that comes with it has these gorgeous, they look like Polaroid pictures. They're just gorgeous. So we can use some of these on some of the pages as well. And I think I'll use this for the other pocket. So I've got those. I've got lots of pieces over here. So we'll just kind of figure out. So I think this one I'm going to put on this side. So let's do that. That we can do. So I'm just going to add the glue around the sides and the bottom. And that'll be our pocket here. And let's do this one as well. Just the sides and bottom. You can get as creative as you want to with this. Oh, I just think it's coming out awesome. Just beautiful so far. I'm happy. All right, I think we're down to doing some decorating on some of the pages, and I'm not sure if I'll get the envelopes done, but we'll just go through and see where we want to add something. I think I'm going to leave the stenciling side alone, but maybe we add a pocket. Let's see, I have a side pocket here. That might be good on another side of the page. What else do we have here? I know I have more pockets. I think they're kind of hidden. Got hidden over here. All right. So let's see here. I got a couple of envelopes too that I might use. We have this kind of pocket, and this can go around the page. I think this would be perfect. So let's go ahead and just fold this. And fold over here. And then fold it here. And that makes for a fun pocket on both sides. Just, yeah. So this can go on like this. Like that. Ink the side and the bottom a little bit. And then we'll add the glue. So I'm going to glue here and here, and then I'm going to glue here and here. And that way we'll have a pocket on both sides. Got that, and then just a bead down here and up this one side. And then we'll place that on here, like that. I love these kind of pockets. Okay. There's that. That looks perfect. All right, let's see what else. I have this other torn part of that page that we used on this, and I think I'm going to add that here. So we'll just add this across here, down the side, and across this way. And get that centered. Best we can. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. I'll leave that one alone. Leaving the bag. Here, let's see. What else do we have? We have another one of these pockets. Could probably put one of these. Oh, maybe we could do a belly band. Let's do that. And how about we add a little lace? I have some of this lace, And let's see if this is wide enough. It'll just be enough to peek out. So we could do something. I have another lace here. Let's check that one out because I think it might be just a little bit wider. I don't want it to be too wide. So let's see how this one looks. We do that and then this. I think it's too wide. I think I'll go with the narrower one. So let's cut a piece of this. All right. So right about in here. Okay. I need to trim this off. Trim this straight. Okay. That should work. Okay, I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac again. And we'll just add some glue to this and add this to our lace first. Hopefully you can see. I'm just going to put it on like that. Let that dry a little bit, and let's move on to another page. So we know this one's going to go here. Let's see if I can just lay that there. And we'll leave that alone. Let's see, here we have this. I think I have some other pockets. Yes, I do. How about one of these on the corner? And what other ones do I have? Oh, I have a triple pocket. We could do this triple pocket one. Let's see. Make sure I get all the pieces right. So we got this, this, and this. Okay, so let's see here. I think we'll do it this way. That here, and then this down here. Yeah. All right, so let's just add a little glue here and here. And we'll put this piece on first. Okay, and then let's just add a little glue here and here, and slip that under here. Make sure we got that even. Okay, so we have a pocket here, and then here, and then here. So I think what I'm going to do is glue the bottom of this one here so that it won't be so deep. And I'm also going to glue here as I put it down, and that way it won't be so deep as well. And then we'll add the glue all the way around the edge and put that in place. It's perfect for this page. Okay. So that gives us a pocket here, pocket here, and pocket here. There open. Okay, all right, I'm going to continue doing some decorating here, and then I'm going to come back to you and show you all the things that I have done. All right, I have done a lot of decorating, but I wanted to come back out here and show you kind of what I've done. So I have gone inside the journal here, added some pockets, added some tags. So I'll just run through this quickly, and then I'm going to do a final flip through. Little bit here, just adding in some little bits of decoration. We did the belly band. I added this little bag here that I coffee dyed. It's a little glassine bag, so you can put little things in it. Filled the pockets here. Added a pocket on this envelope and used one of these words at memoirs to close it. And then on this side I just added this fussy cut. Added some tickets to some of these pockets. I added some of these Polaroids as pockets on side pocket loads. Took the file folders, there were 2, and I cut off the tab and made a little notch here so that it could be used as a pocket, and there's actually 2. So one inside and then one underneath, so you can add more things to it. And what else have I done? Added here, side pockets with the Polaroids, added the tickets, came with the kit. I took this that I had cut out from the front inside this piece here, and so I put it on the inside there. And let's see, added this pocket here, which is the other file folder, and I took the tab and put it down here and added expedition, added a tag, and added some more words in here that can be used. Same here, and here I added some of the tags and tickets and things that I had from the other kit that I shared in the beginning, which I'll link below. Added a glassine bag with a few of the ephemera pieces in here. Filled these with some of the tickets and tags from the other kit. Added this as a closure for this envelope, and then just added this as a little tuck spot here. Added this little, you could journal on this on the inside. I just folded it and tucked it in here, or you could tuck it in here. Here I just clipped on some items, and let's see, I think I have another place too. Well, I'll show you through the flip through, final flip through. And I added this on here as a pocket on each side, just added little pieces of ephemera on it. Added another piece of ephemera and a little tiny paper clip there to hold it in place. And let's see, added these fussy cuts on here and added all aboard there. Added this into this pocket, that's a wraparound, and added another piece here, clipped some of the ephemera up here. And then I also used some of these autumn portraits. I'll link that kit below as well. I thought, well, gosh, it went so well with it. I'll just go ahead and add some of these. It's kind of like a memory thing. So yeah, added that. So I am now adding some lace. So I've added some lace right here on this top and here. I think I want to add some more glue under this. Hold that down and under here. So I just thought I'd bring it on the camera again and add some finishing touches with you. Just press that down. I just cut a piece that I want to put here. So I'm going to add that. This lace I get on Amazon. It's like a huge bundle with various sizes. So you just search lace or trim and you should be able to find it. I got it sometime last year. I'm sure they still have it. All right, let's leave that open a little bit. And see if there's any place else. I think I'm good there. So I think I'm down to the buckle. So I want to go ahead and add the buckle piece. So I'm going to grab a brad. I'm going to get here's my buckle. And let me grab a brad to use. Get my trusty box out here. And I think I want one of these. Let's see. Let's use one of these. Okay. Oh, I also clipped some stuff with a small bulldog clip at the top. And when I do the flip through, I'll show you that as well. Okay, so I think I want this on this side. And then I think it's pretty full. And then this side will tuck in. So let me just grab my little pokey tool I have here in my sewing box. And let's poke a hole right in here. Just be careful you don't poke yourself. Leather is pretty strong. Let's see if I can get this started on my mount. There we go. And then I am going to add a little bit of glue before I put the piece on and the brad on. So lay that there. And then it's hiding from me. There we go. Add my brad. Push it through. Like that. Get it centered. And then just make sure that the prongs are going up and down the length of your leather, like that. Okay, so that will dry. Now on the other side, I'm going to punch a few small tiny holes. I have my micro punch here. And I think I'm just going to do a few holes. So I'm just going to try and center it as best as I can. I never do get this exactly right, but just do the best you can. One, we'll go a little bit further, trying to line it up. And let's do one more. Okay, so I've got 3 holes there. Now we can put this through. Looks like I'm going to need a few more holes. So let's do that. Let me just add a few more holes. So that way when it grows, you've got some room. And while it's not as full, then you still can cinch it up. Okay, so I've got 2, 4, 7 holes. So this can grow, it could actually grow quite a bit more. So I'm going to go into the last hole I have here. I think it's the last one. Pull that through and pull this through. And that is our closure. Okay, and I think I'm going to take my scissors and just make a little angle, cut there, and an angle cut there. Okay. All right, I'm going to clean things up and then we're going to do a final flip through. Okay, here is our final project. And here's the front. And the back, here's where we added the leather and the eyelets. And this is is for our signature, and this is for our buckle in the front. And on this side, this is just for decoration and also the other part of the buckle. We have our 2 tags here that I did glue onto leather, which I stitched around. And we just added the buckle. And I have several holes here, so this can grow a little bit more. I think it's got a little bit more space in there, probably. Probably could do it, if you want to make it thicker, do 1.5 inches is fine. That would give you a little bit more room. It just depends on how much you want to put in there. This is our front cover, and this is layered with a few pieces of craft stock. I printed 2 of these, one that is underneath the craft stock, which I did do an oval cut out with a die. I used a little bit larger, the same die set, and cut this out of another sheet so this all kind of matched up. So you can see her dress kind of lining up with everything. Then we open it up, and on this side we do have a pocket that we can tuck something into. So if you want to use this as a travel journal, you could add all kinds of extra goodies into it. That would be awesome to be able to do that. And then I added some lace here just to kind of give it a little bit of a finished edge on it. Could add lace here, but I think I'm going to leave it. Here we have an ID card that I made earlier this year on a video. I'll link that video below for you as well. I thought she went pretty well with this kit, so I added her on here. I did not make her into a pocket. Then we have 2 pockets here, so I stuck something here, but you do have an opportunity to put something here as well. And these are snapshots, they're autumn snapshots. I'll link this below as well. So I ended up really using 3 kits to create this. The main kit is the Traveler's Diary, which is a gorgeous kit. Then I used the tags, labels, and tickets. And then also these autumn snapshots. So I will go ahead and link all those. And this is perfect for this because it's like you're taking pictures on your trip. Okay, so here's our journal. Let's go to the other side first, and then we'll go through the pages. So again, we have pockets here in the same fashion. Added these portraits here. I added some lace here. And now we can go through the signature. So I'll just go through it slowly. Here I added a pocket and tag. You could do much more decorating. You could add laces. You could add all kinds of embellishments. Whatever you want to do to your project. I just tucked this in here, let her peek out a little bit. And this is just a torn page that I hand tore, and then I went over it with distress ink. It is gorgeous. Looks like she's registering into her hotel. Also did stenciling, so you'll see some stenciling through this. And I had these paper bags that was like a advertisement, and I thought it went perfect, something you would collect on a trip. I didn't add anything here, but lots of journaling space is available in this, and I did leave a lot of it available. Here I just added this little glassine bag in this belly band. You could tuck things into this. This side we did stenciling. Looks like here she's on a train. I think a lot of this is all about a train. And then this is a triple pocket, which I just tucked in some of these tags. Tags are beautiful. Added the extra words I had too. So you can add those in as you fill this up. Stenciling here and here, and in this envelope I just used one of the words as a closure. Added some of the extra words in this pocket here, and added this fussy cut so you could tuck all kinds of things into this. If you were on your trip, you had some memories or tickets you wanted to put in there, you could do that. Here I took the tickets from the kit. I made these Polaroids into side pockets. Here I just have a cluster of a couple of items, a fussy cut camera and another fussy cut. I think it's like like a scratch piece of paper, something you want to put notes on. So I just tuck those on there. Here we have another beautiful page. More stenciling here. I left this alone, added this is the other file folder that I did the same thing. I stitched it closed and created a double pocket here. Added this tag. Just love the colors in this kit. Here's the other part of the bag. Colors are so vibrant. That's why I thought I'd pick up. This is Distress Oxide. I think it is bone china, something like that. It's a very pretty teal color that kind of brought out the colors in here that I added. And then I also used just the walnut stain. A couple more tickets. Another beautiful page. Wouldn't you just be love to sit there on the outside of a restaurant somewhere? Stenciling on this page, nothing here. I took the oval that I cut out in the front and put that here. And then the second signature, added, this is the file folder that I stitched, and added a couple tags. Beautiful. And then I added the top of the file folder and put it down here and added the word expedition, but you could tuck all kinds of things in here. Or stenciling, and this is like the front cover. Just love that. And this is so beautiful on the back. A couple more side pockets that I just added some things from the other kit, the labels, tickets, and tags. More stenciling. Another page. Here's another advertisement bag I had in my stash. And then we have a pocket here that I just tucked in a glassine bag with some ephemera in it. Stenciling. She's sitting by the water. Isn't that beautiful? A couple of pockets here with a couple of pieces of ephemera. And I clipped a couple of pieces of ephemera here, and then I made this into the envelope closure. And on this side, I just made a little tuck spot. We have a pocket here. Nothing here for the digital kit. I love this. It's so gorgeous. Little pocket here with some stenciling. Little pocket here and here with some ephemera. The other part of the bag, more stenciling, other gorgeous digital. I love the train. I added all aboard, put all of these fussy cuts, created a pocket here, stenciling, and put a cluster here and added a couple pieces into this pocket, and then we're at the back of the journal. So that is my Traveler's Diary journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make it out of a hanging file folder. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Give it a try. I'd love to see what you do. And you guys have a great day. God bless you all, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye.